Welcome. My name is Eva van Zeeland from the High Love Society, where love feels like home, where you're already chosen because you choose yourself first. And today I'm going to talk about a really nice High Love Society event we are co creating this summer, and it's the Summer of Love. So if you are interested in real life events, then come join us for the Summer of Love because the endless swiping is really gone. We don't like that anymore. And I think you would love to meet real conscious people in real life as well. So we have this summer a lot of events, June, July, and August. So take a look at 5ddating.com/events. And today I'm going to talk to a skipper. He's called Sergi, and he has a sailing experience for singles in Croatia. So I'm going to talk about him and answer all your questions because, yeah, we want to have a High Love Society boat. And the trip is planned July 25 until August 1st. Nice to have you here, Sergi. You're the captain, or how do I call you?
Hello.
What's your title?
Well, skipper and captain is exactly the
Skipper.
same thing on this
Ah,
type of the sailing vessels. So
yes.
what do you prefer? Yeah.
And how long are you doing this? Is this a whole life, long life passion already for you?
Well, I wish, but no, I spent most of my life doing corporate jobs and
Ah,
I had a career in tech. I was working for some giants, even like IBM, for example, was a huge
hmm.
one. But about 12 years ago, I started sailing and I could see that new passion started to develop. And
Yes.
it was growing so fast and so big that I decided that I want to learn all that and become a licensed skipper or captain. So I graduated sailing school in Dublin, Ireland. It was
Ah,
Irish Offshore Sailing School. This
and
is
what's
the
your
country
origin?
where,
Also from Dublin, then?
well, I lived in Dublin like half of my life probably, but I grew up in Ukraine.
Ah,
So so it all started in Dublin, and
yeah.
I just at some point I decided to follow my heart, and it was calling me to the sea.
Yes.
So
Like
I
Vaiana, the
started.
movie, The Sea is Calling Me. I love
Hmm,
that. Do you know that children movie, Vaiana?
probably, but I don't
It's
remember.
about sailing. I will send you
Oh,
afterwards. But there's
yeah.
one scene, and then she's singing, "Oh, the sea is calling me." And I had that my whole life as well. Maybe that's my last name, Eva van Zeeland. That's maybe has something to
Hmm,
do with that. I don't know. But
interesting.
I always say I was a mermaid in one other
Yeah.
lifetime. Hey, so we are going to
Yeah,
talk about the sailing singles experience. You already have, yeah, your sailing trips, and I was looking for an event for the Higher Love Society, my dating community, and then I came across what you are doing, and I thought, yeah, this is exactly what I'm looking for. How many trips you already did, and how many were there with singles?
yeah. Good question. So I keep every captain keeps the track like of the experience. So I recently opened the table and I counted over 100 of week-long trips
Wow.
during last 10 years. So I started to do it very actively since 8 years ago, and a lot of most of those trips are adventure trips. Where people like new group formed and we go somewhere and we explore places, we sail, we go like eat local food, see the land, do sailing activities, swimming, jumping, and I could clearly see the potential for more than just an adventure trip. And then I started to do extra trips with in collaboration with some masters like yoga trips, personal development, sometimes even like business oriented. Or once I did like a, cryptocurrency sailing for people who are into crypto. And I also noticed that in this environment, sailing filters out a lot of people who are not suitable for this activity. And I could be so happy to see best possible people as a result. And of course, some of them started to match magically. The couples
Mm.
started to appear. And after observing few beautiful couples, I thought, wow, but that should be another direction, like additional theme of sailing for singles. So we had two of these trips like that, but on any sailing trip, we have very close to 50-50 gender balance. So I would say any sailing trip works as a dating trip, yeah.
Yeah.
But when we do sailing singles, it's even better because we maintain gender balance and we check that people are open for
Actually
connections
single.
because not everybody is open. Sometimes people single, but they are happy and they don't want anything else. So,
Yeah.
which is okay. But the others open and active, and they would like to meet someone.
Yeah.
So we just make sure that on sailing singles, people are open for connections.
And why
And
do you think people are craving experiences like this right now? Because I've just posted this online, and a lot of people are interested. To my, yeah,
well, my understanding is that offline real life activities, it like it became scarce. It's so everything is online, everything is digital now. We're constantly on our phones all day and sometimes even all night. People go crazy with the social networks, dating apps, all that. So when we do high quality offline activity where we can build meaningful connections, and I'm talking not only about dating but also friendship, partnership. We had some business partners met on the yacht and started the projects together.
oh nice,
So not only families but also, yeah, people meeting other people. So people understand the power of it, and it's
yeah. Yeah, and
This
you
is what
pay
we
for
are,
an
what this is what we
experience.
are
Yeah, you,
missing.
yeah, it's something you take with you your whole life and experience. Even
Oh
if you then
yeah,
don't find the love of your life, you still have the nice holiday, the experience, the sailing trip.
yeah. Al-
Yeah,
Also, I believe most of us want to be in a meaningful communities, but there are like hundreds of online communities where it's easy to join, free or paid, but again, you don't really know who are other people in that communities if it's online. But if it's real life offline, then the value is much
yeah.
better. So we do it in a completely different setup when you're away from your city, away from your offices, jobs, houses. So you can live the whole week from the scratch again. So it
Yeah.
just gives
Yeah, you
crazy
told me
amount
it's
of
like camping on the,
insights.
you said told me it's like camping on the water a bit because you
Yeah,
do
the
everything.
atmosphere of, yeah, it's important to understand that the yacht is, it has all the amenities like, yeah, like water, electricity, toilets, sleeping cabins, kitchen, everything. But it should not be compared with five-star hotel, or it should not be compared with any all-inclusive service. No, it's like the atmos, it keeps the atmosphere of camping together.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's very friendly and relaxed and open environment.
Yeah. And do you need any sailing experience before joining? I don't have, only surfing. I did
Mhm.
surfing for 10 years, but that's my only experience on the water.
So yeah, good news is that for most of these trips, experience is not required. You can learn over there because you cannot be a passenger on this trip. You can be a crew member. You can be a crew of the yacht. But it doesn't mean that you need to be certified and trained. No, you can learn during that week because there is no hard work. There will be some easy things that you may need to help, but it will be explained by me, or if we are more than one yacht, then by my colleagues as well. So you can learn few new things, like a couple of useful knots, for example, or how to be a crew.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't expect any
Everybody
hard
will
work.
be active on the boat, and there's like 8 till 10 people on the full boat.
Yeah, up to 10 people total on a yacht, and there are no strangers on it. Why is it so beautiful and people love it and want to come back? Because of the this special atmosphere that there are no strangers on the yacht. Like if you, for example, if you're in a cruise ship, you don't even see the captain. You don't even know who's in charge of what. You see some people in uniforms and they look at you. So we don't have any of that on the yacht. So it's just us. So one of us is a captain, like for example, me, and there are no other hired people who would be there doing jobs. So only people are who are fully committed and motivated
Yeah.
to be
So no
there.
cooking, and we cook together as well.
And as a crew, if we decided to eat on board, because sometimes we eat on board, then we cook on board as a team. And the other time, of course, we just go to the land and eat some local food, eat out. So, because every day we explore the land, like new islands, beaches, towns, villages, whatever the best possible stops on the way.
Okay, so what's the balance, water and land then? A bit.
So, first of all, balance throughout the whole day. So at night we usually don't sail. There's no need to sail at night. So we sleep. We sleep on board, so 7 nights we sleep on board. And we either sleep in the little port or we sleep on the anchor, which is very romantic under the stars and without any noise, without any lights or smells from the cities. So that's one thing. And then throughout the day, it's 50-50. So 50% sailing and 50% relaxing, visiting places, going to the land, or just lying down, sunbathing, or swimming, snorkeling, jumping, having this, yeah, different
Yeah.
team activities.
Yeah, okay. So no experience needed, and the day-to-day work, that's yeah, really not that you're yeah, it's not real
Yeah.
labor or it's
Um,
just ta little tasks that everybody
so
does, or is
yes,
there a schedule or
it's up to the team. Sometimes it makes sense to have this schedule like a roster,
yeah,
but sometimes it's better to have it improvised. Like for example, who's in a good mood right now will volunteer and prepare the breakfast.
okay, but
And
you
so
typically always have the kind of people who always the helper.
We make sure that everybody will contribute.
Ah, yeah,
Like, I don't want the same person to do breakfast every morning. I want that
yeah,
person to take a break. So as a captain, I'm seeing all that. So everybody will have a chance to contribute. And again, for example, if you just simply cannot cook, which is possible, then you can help with the dishes because we also do the dishes at the end.
yeah.
So it's like everybody will find a way to contribute in the most natural way without forcing.
Yeah. And what
Um,
happens naturally between people when they spend a week sailing together? What do you see happening there? Because in the beginning, people are a bit shy, maybe. Then nobody knows each other. But how long does it take that, yeah, the bond is
I
there?
Yeah, I see a big difference between sailing trip and any other kind of group trip. On sailing trip, very often I see that we become group of close friends from day one.
Mm,
That's a big difference from other trip because in other trips sometimes you only get friends like at the end. But
yes.
of course, the connections will only increase during the week, of course. So at the end of the week, like you can expect people crying,
No.
very because you don't want to go, you don't want to you don't want to go home. You want to stay there in such a beautiful environment with such a beautiful group, because we have best possible people on board because sailing, first of all, sailing filters out a lot of people who are not suitable for these activities, who require service, who are not so open, not so easygoing, for example. Like
Yeah.
for example, if some people prefer to stay in all-inclusive packaged vacations only, and they don't go for anything else, but they are good people, of course, but they are not suitable for sailing. It would be not for them. So we are more adventurous. We were a little bit more active, and
Yeah.
we are more, yeah, easygoing. So that's one filter, and second filter, we always have this a video call with every candidate. So I'm making sure that there are no random or accidental people who accidentally booked this and to
Yes.
ended up on board. No, we
Yeah.
know that it's fully motivated people who understand where they are going and who can enjoy this all
Yeah,
these
I really like
activities.
that. That's the same what I do. It's called it a soul call, an introduction call to tell about my company, and you do the same for you, and that you can see, yeah, that you are aligned, that the people match, and that's something we do as well. What do you have to bring to the sailing trip? Because do you need to bring blankets, cushions,
Hmm.
shoes?
Well, it's as I said, yeah, it may feel like camping, but it's you don't need to carry that many. You don't need to carry backpack with you, and you don't need to bring all that stuff because it will be provided. So we already include in all the budgets. We include for example, bed linen and towels, so it will be professionally prepared, like in a hotel for the whole week.
Okay.
And then you just need to bring very basic stuff like
Swimsuit, slippers.
yes, absolutely. You actually you, you actually almost don't need anything for a week
No.
because the atmosphere is so relaxing that people bring a lot of clothes and
Yeah.
including girls, and then they forget to use them because like they at the end of the week they realize, oh my God, I'm in the same t-shirt. Like because you don't over there you don't care that much. It's not like you're going for a date in the city and you spend like hours of preparing for that date with your outfit, your hair, your makeup. No,
Yeah.
over there
Travel
it's
lights.
over there it's so real and you just change your mind so quickly, automatically, without thinking. You stop using the makeup and you don't really care that much about things like hair or outfit
Yeah, it's really
just because
easy.
the
Yeah.
because the environment over there is
Yeah, you get
It's
suntan
so different. It
point.
changes you, and so it's also really nice to see people like truly without masks, because during the week of sailing, I think it's impossible to pretend. So you become who you really are, and that's why it's so nice. So if you
Back
get
to
friend over
nature.
there, that will be real friend, not like pretending.
Yes.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And also for love, that's really important
Mm,
that you immediately see in normal dating, you have to have more like 3, 4, 6 dates, then you get to know someone. And I think this is a bit quicker as well. Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm really looking forward to this trip. Can you tell me more about Croatia and what you can expect there? Is there the water that really clear there? Because you are in the WhatsApp group, you had this question, what's the clearest
Yes.
water?
The clearest water, the Adriatic Sea is just so beautiful, and it's warm, and the amount of bays and islands is just mind-blowing, because Croatia is a country of 1,000 islands.
Mm,
So it's always possible to find the island nearby that it will be perfect for us to spend a day on it, to explore it, to also to be near the beach, or even like swim from the yacht to the beach and walk, enjoy in this really crystal clear water.
yes.
Yes.
And how many boats? No, the next week you're going to sail with 7 boats together. How do you call that? The group
That's
of
a flotilla.
oh, a
Yeah.
flotilla.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm already flying. Yes, I'm already flying tomorrow to be there the whole next week.
And where is that in
That will
Greece?
be in Sicily, and the islands near Sicily. So that's another good destination for maybe
Yeah.
for the future singles trip,
Yes. So the
for sure.
season for sailing, which time of the year is that best?
So, for example, in Mediterranean season, like I mean hot season, because I already opened Mediterranean season in April, but it was a bit colder.
Yeah.
So, proper Mediterranean season starts now. So
Yes.
we are doing this flotilla as proper first proper summer trip,
Yeah.
and the last one will be in the beginning of October,
Oh, October
depending.
still. Yeah.
But for example, Croatia wouldn't work anymore in October. It's getting a bit cold there, but more to the south. So we will do it in the Ionian Sea of Greece. So
Yeah.
early October is still hot.
Yeah. Oh,
And
really nice.
after that, Mediterranean is closed.
Yes. And if you're watching now and you think, oh, that sounds amazing, I want to join this singles trip with the Higher Love Society, then please, yeah, take a look at all the details, send me an email, and make a phone call with Sergi to see if it's a match to join. Have you got something to add? Did I forget something you must tell?
Mm, you brought really nice
Maybe the beds,
questions.
the sleeping, the cabins. We didn't talk about that you sleep with another person in the cabin.
Right, so there we always give two options. So normal standard option is to share with another person, just because
Same
sailors
gender. Same gender.
sailors share. Yeah, we start like that, and then
Yeah.
things can happen, and people start to change. But it's not it's not my business. People can change; they're free. Um, so. This is standard option, because sailors, all cabins are like for two people, and sailors share because we're easygoing. And but we also give option to upgrade and have your own cabin if you need more private space. So that can be discussed during the call when you have,
Mhm.
because we will have one-to-one call anyways. So you then have to decide now. You can decide after having one-to-one call,
Okay.
because
Good to
we
know.
need to make sure that there is a full match. Not only you like this trip and you understand where you're going, but also that we like to see you on board. So that much happens, then it's magical.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, or is that all the information? So yeah, yeah, you do groceries together, or you eat outside. Yeah. What
Yep.
else? I think that's
Yep, that's
yeah.
that's correct. You're in charge of your road, so you need to find your flights.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's not a package
No,
tour.
no, you have to
So
book your own
you need to
flight. Yeah,
find your flights and ride.
because people are
Maybe some
flying
people
in from.
drive if
Yeah.
if you're not leaving. Yeah, and then we meet at the base, and from there it's all organized. So from
Yeah.
there it will be you will be guided, like how to get groceries, how to settle on the yacht. We do, of course, we do safety briefing. So the yacht is extremely safe. They are all ocean class. So we will do it in the sea, but the yachts are built for the ocean. So
Okay.
they're very seaworthy. We have always a full set of communication and emergency equipment, and there are no storms when we are sailing. So it's not possible to be caught unexpectedly by storm that you can see in the movies. So
Yeah.
I can explain that on a call, so that it shouldn't be a fear anymore. And also, seasickness is
I was
not a
thinking
problem
about
anymore.
that.
Not a problem anymore. I will explain little tips and tricks how to avoid it, and also which
Mhm.
pill works that you can take it and you don't have any seasickness. So there's no need to suffer.
Okay. Now, good to know, good information. And if you're looking and think, yes,
That's
I
it.
want to join, I'm joining myself. So also good to know for people. Then you have a familiar face on board, but we've seen your face as well. And maybe one of your colleagues are joining if more people are joining for this trip as well, because you have more boats.
Yeah, we can do like more than one. That's absolutely. But I mean, even one is wonderful. But
I
if
love
we
it.
have
Just
more,
one would
we're
be
open.
amazing. Yes, let's start with that. Okay, thank you very much. I wish you have a good trip sailing with your
All right.
float. How do you call it?
Flotilla.
Flotilla.
Yeah,
Okay.
flotilla.
And
Thank you, Eva. Thanks for
yes,
organizing that. And yeah, keep in touch.
yes, keep in touch. Bye bye.
Bye.